Just 2 months ago, when Ahnayah was 17, the home she was living in was riddled with bullets. She wasn't there at the time, but her boyfriend and his friend were. They did not survive the shooting. They became the victims of senseless crime that made headlines across the country. But now, while still grieving her loss, Ahnayah is accused of being involved in his double murder. You see, rumors have circulated that she either arranged the murders or tampered with evidence, and she's here to clear her name. Take a look.
Me and my boyfriend, we was supposed to move in together. We was planning on getting married, having kids. I knew that he's who I wanted to be with. The night before my boyfriend and my friend were murdered, I had stayed over my girlfriend's house. While I was in the shower, I got the call that he had gotten shot. And we rushed to the hospital, and that's when we found out that he and my friend died. People think I did it because just me being his girlfriend and supposedly me being the last person to see him. Like, I'm a calm, sweet, genuine, most of the time quiet person. I didn't kill my boyfriend. I didn't kill my friend Dante. This lie detector test that I am taking will show that I would never harm anyone.
Jamila, first of all, let me say I'm really sorry for your loss. Your son Dante would have been 17 last month. What do you want to say after listening to that tape?
I want to say how Ahnayah is such a liar. She didn't spend the night at nobody's house that night. She was at the house with us. We had just left the boys. We dropped her off an hour before the shooting. And she's making it seem like everything with her and her boyfriend was peaches and cream, and it wasn't. They was arguing that same day.
How close were your son and her boyfriend?
Very. They grew up together their whole lives. Me and her boyfriend's mom are best friends. The boys known each other their whole lives.
Do you believe that Ahnayah is somehow involved with this crime or knows more about it?
I do now. I didn't at first, but the fact that her story keeps changing makes her very suspect. The fact that when this first happened, her mother actually said she was there, and now they're saying she wasn't there. Where she said she was keeps changing. First, she said she was at her friend's house taking a shower, which is questionable because she had just took a shower at the house that morning before we dropped her off. Then she said she was at her mom's house. Then she said she was at the nail salon with her best friend. And you can't be in all these different places at once.
What do you think Ahnayah's role in this double murder is?
I'm not sure what her role is. I just know that her story keeps changing, which has me questioning her. But I just feel like she knows something. She knows more than what she's saying. I'm not sure. I'm here to find out.
All right, well, her mother is here. Emil, let's meet her.
Jamila, you're a liar, and you know you're a liar. First, you just said y'all dropped my daughter off at her best friend's house. You's a liar.
Yes, but you
when have I ever switched my story? I never switched my story up. And you know it. I never even talked to you. We never had nothing to say. You know my daughter didn't have. First, if you believe that, why did you say something?
Your daughter gets her lying from you.
No, I never even talked to you. You don't know me. You don't know nothing about me. And you know she didn't do it. Y'all know she didn't have nothing to do with this.
I don't know nothing.
So why you assuming? My daughter loves y'all, so why y'all trying to play her like that?
Were you questioned by the police?
They brought us in for information, to get information to see, if we knew somebody or knew somebody.
Right, not that you were questioned as a suspect.
No, not that we was questioned as a suspect.
But Ahnayah said the police never spoke to them. But you have her mom right here saying that the police did speak to them.
They spoke to everybody.
Ahnayah said she never spoke to the police.
They spoke to everybody. They was trying to get information.
Do you think that there's any way possible that your daughter would be connected to this crime?
No, absolutely not.
What has she told you about it?
She told me the same thing. The same thing. She was at her friend's house. They was about to go to the beach. Then her friend went to go about to do her nails, and she was going to go with the friend, but instead she went to her friend's house and waited there. But she was going to go back to the house. She decided she was going to go to her friend's house.
How hard has this been on your daughter? When I hear her say, oh, we were going to get married and have kids, I hear a teenager talking. But that doesn't downplay, you know, when you're at that age, sometimes the feelings are even more amplified, right? You just think, oh my God, this is the love of my life. And I'm sure she had those feelings. How hard has it been on her?
She's grieving. When she's not around anybody, she's crying.
Mila, my story has never changed. Can I go up there?
Your story has
My
changed.
story, no. You heard it from different people. You heard it from different people. I've always said, I was at my friend's house. We was going to go to the beach. I was going to go with her to the nail salon that was right next to the house, but she was already dressed, showered, and everything. So she told me, just wait at her house to get ready while she goes to get her nails done, so that by the time she gets back, we could just go.
Ahnayah, you said you ran all the way to the house.
No,
Now
I
you're
started walking down. I started walking down where and then my friend got a ride with her mother when my friend pulled up behind us.
You keep changing your story.
My story never changed.
That you was at the house in the shower, you got the phone call, and you ran.
I ran out the house. I ran out the house. Mila, I ran out the house.
Along with your best friend. Now you're saying you was walking down waiting
No,
for somebody to pick you up.
I wasn't walking and waiting.
I need you to get your story together, boo-boo.
My story is together. It's the same story I've been telling. And I did show. How are you gonna sit here and say I showed no emotion? Mila, come on. I showed a whole.
Naya,
Mila,
I haven't seen you cry once.
Maybe
Mila,
not
at
to
the
everybody
hospital?
else, but when
Mila,
she's at home, she's
Mila,
crying.
at the hospital?
She's crying.
At the hospital?
That they died.
At the hospital, I passed out and I was screaming and everything. What are you talking about, Mila? You was at the other hospital with Dante.
With my son, yes. With my son.
Yeah, exactly. When I was at the hospital with my boyfriend and that
then
family.
everybody came to the hospital where my son was.
I'm going to have you walk back over
At
there.
the end of the day, your story keeps changing. And
so-
No, it doesn't.
So my question to you is, everybody handles grief differently, and I don't think crying or sobbing publicly makes you, you know, I don't know if that comes into play. You say you grieve, you grieve. How hard has this been on you?
It's been extremely hard, because not only I love their family. As like when I had, you know, if I needed somewhere to go, they took me in as if I was their own family.
One of the things that people are upset about is a story that you gave away his stuff and his shoes, and that then they see, you know, a guy wearing.
No, I saw him wearing the sneakers, and I asked. I said, "Where did you get those from?" He said that he went back in the house to get them, but now he's switching up everything and telling the family that I gave them to him.
Ahnayah, you came here and took a lie detector test, and we asked you, did you give those sneakers in question away? You answered no. Did you participate in any way in that double murder? You answered no. Did you arrange for those shootings to take place? You answered no. Were you present when the double murders took place? You answered no. The results came back the same to each one of those questions, and it came back that Ahnayah told the truth.
I told you, Mila. I told you. I love Dante. I love my boyfriend.
Family.
I would never do that.
This is what bothers me. She loves that family.
I told you, Mila. I told you.
It still don't. The story changed.
No,
I'm glad
Mila.
you wasn't involved, but
No,
you're still a
Mila.
liar.
I will tell you right now. I'll tell you.
Still a liar?
No, listen. I'll tell you from the morning. Listen. I'll tell. Listen.
Tell your mom cut down.
Mom,
You see
stop.
what this-
I had nothing to do with this at all whatsoever. I was just as appalled and everything as you were.
Does this help you at all?
A little bit, yeah. I can focus my energy somewhere else now.
Yeah. Obviously, she wasn't involved. I don't think she had anything to do with it. But I hope that whoever did this, they're brought to justice and they pay for what they did to your son.
They will.
Your
These
boyfriend.
boys are going to get justice. Some way, somehow, they're going to get justice.
And I hope you find peace moving forward. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. And again, I hope this helps you, that people don't look at you, that maybe you had some kind of involvement in this, and that you can move on also.